Welcome back to the Labor Lounge where we talk about current events and some more ish. I appreciate everybody for continuing to rock with the channel. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and turn on your notification bell. Okay, let's talk through this situation for a minute. Here at the Labor Lounge, many of us, I'm sure if you're like me, blue collar worker. You get up, you go out every day, you do what you got to do to take care of your home and your family, right? And when you got a purpose like that, when you're taking care of a family and you're raising up young men and young women, most times we'll do anything in our power to make sure that they're living a healthy and happy life. In this next story, I understand what this parent might have been thinking. Now, where he had his thoughts may have been in the right place, but the way that it was handled, I think should have been thought through a little bit differently. Because sometimes when you're doing what you think is protecting your family, in the long run could end up hurting your family. So let's look at this quick clip and then we'll come back and we'll talk about it.
A local father is facing charges tonight after police say he walked into his daughter's high school confronting a student that he believes had been bothering her. Our Greg Payne joining us live now from Paulsboro High School. And Greg, you've been talking with parents and students, and I also understand you have the video showing this altercation.
Yes, we do, Sheba. And I mean, this situation has been the talk of the town, especially since it was all caught on camera. Now, despite the recording, there is still a lot of questions remaining on how this happened and why it happened.
I was surprised. I thought it could have definitely been handled differently.
Nyrelle Thompson is a student at Paulsboro High School. She says all day her classmates have been talking about this video that has been circulating around social media and was sent to Fox 29 News. It shows a parent on Monday who was supposed to be picking up his child entering into a classroom at the high school and immediately confronting a student.
I didn't know to it.
The criminal complaint identifies the parent as Aaron Thomas of Gibbstown. The video goes on to show Thomas going back and forth with a student, who Thomas is heard in the video saying was allegedly bothering his daughter. Moments later, it appears that an adult tries to intervene and calm the situation down, when things quickly escalated again, with Thomas then beginning to argue with another student in the classroom.
I think it should have been handled parent to parent instead of student or outside of the school.
Thomas is being charged with several offenses, which include entering in an unauthorized section of the school, threatening to punch and knock out a student, and also committing assault, specifically by grabbing the student's arm and getting in his face.
We've been talking about it, and I've been telling my kids that if it was my son or my daughter, I would have went to the principal and handled it like that, and then I would have talked to my kids.
The Paulsboro Public School District releasing this statement stating, "Safety and security of our staff and students is paramount. Unfortunate situations such as these gives us an opportunity to reflect and analyze current practices to further strengthen the district's safety and security procedures to ensure that our schools are a safe place for all students and staff."
It's always like something that you don't want happening. You don't know if he's armed, you don't know if he has a knife or anything like that, so it's very scary.
So in the clip, we have a parent who went to the school to defend his daughter. Somebody was talking about his daughter or doing something to his daughter. The details weren't clear exactly what happened. But this parent went to the school to defend his child, his daughter. And if you got a daughter, that's daddy's little girl, right? So I understand he went there to do what he had to do to take care of the situation. But in the long run, this isn't going to work out for you, because now here we are. You're going to have to deal with the legal battle. You got to deal with the police. You got charges that can come from this. You put your hands on a child. You walked up into the school. Honestly, you could think about it. You're lucky to have walked out of there with as many people that are going into schools and doing mass shootings. What if the child you went there to confront has a father at home? Now he wants to come and defend his child. Now we got two men going at it. And we all know where that could possibly end up. Like, you got to think about these things. So where I understand where your emotions were, sometimes we got to stop, slow down, and we got to play the long game. As you heard many times in this clip, you could have went to the administration staff. You could have handled this parent to parent. It could have been handled some different ways. Now, if you tried those things and you weren't getting results, maybe I would have taken legal action earlier on. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave it down in the comments. Until next time, I'm out.